It's always nice to start the video off with a disclaimer. What's up, everybody? Today we are here on the Asia server alt account because we are going to be spending 4,000 crystals on rune crafting materials, and then we're gonna craft all. We're not just gonna spend it on that. We're gonna craft the runes. We're gonna see what we come out with 4,000 crystals worth of rune crafting for specifically violet runes. So my theory is that we're gonna come out of this with like 5 usable violet runes. Like five good violet runes. Like, you could argue a lot of things is like usable. I feel like we're gonna come out of this with 5 good violet runes, and everything else is going to be total garbage. Most of it's going to be total, like 90% of it's going to be total garbage, and then we'll like have like a few that are like, maybe we can shove them in somewhere. Maybe we can shove them in somewhere. Disclaimer, this is a terrible waste of resources. We know, a lot of us know this already, right? There's a terrible waste of resources. Just farm the dungeons. I mean, it takes the time, but you get a lot more value out of it. There's auto farming. You get, as you can see, well, actually you can't see, but we're auto farming right now. Behind there, we're auto farming a different thing. If you guys could see a little portal thing. But this is a terrible waste of resources. It's much more valuable to just run B12 dungeons and get only 6-star runes, because when you craft, you don't get only 6-star runes. You get 5-star and 6-star and blue runes. Terrible runes. Plus Rainbow Mon Mana Scrolls, Transmog Stones, and more. All that you get from farming the dungeon. So it's much more valuable to just farm the dungeon, because you get so much more. This is the lazy way to do it, and it's very inefficient, but I want to see how inefficient it actually is, because we have never done this before. We have never used just 4,000 crystals on just rune crafting pieces. Because we know it's bad. That's why we don't do it. So I want to see exactly how bad it is as a science experiment. It's an alt, so we can afford to do this. And then when we run out of crystals, we have TOA, which we didn't even start yet on this account at all. So we should be good. We'll still have some resources. After that, we have a couple events we can collect stuff from. Whatever. Let's get it started. So before we get it started, Pego, do not understand what starting the video and starting the content is. No, I don't. I need 35 minutes of explaining things before I start. So I tried to craft as much as I could to deplete our resources as much as possible beforehand. I was trying to craft the Swift runes. I was trying to craft will runes. Trying to craft whatever to deplete as much resources as possible until I couldn't anymore. We still do have some decent rune pieces, so it's not a completely perfect scientific experiment, because if we just went from like 0, we wouldn't have any rune pieces. We would have to buy more rune pieces. So we're gonna have some rune pieces to begin with, and we're gonna have some, barely any symbol of harmonies. But we want to craft. The point is to buy as much as possible with the 4,000 crystals. That's kind of thing to like try to not have resources beforehand, so we could see exactly how much, or at least the best indication of how much we actually get from this. Anyway, let's get it started. Let's craft this. Not enough. Recharge now. Yes, let's recharge 10 per week. That's not good. I totally forgot that this was actually a limit, so we're not actually going to be able to do this. We can only get 10 per week. That's terrible. That ruins the whole video. New video, guys. New video idea. Hold on. We have a new video idea. It's 1,000. We're gonna do 1,200 crystals worth of crafting, or 2,000, right? I'm like, okay, we definitely ruined the video already. So what do we do? So, as I've probably already indicated at a previous point in this video, we have failed because we could only do 10 per week. That is still 1,200 crystals worth of crafting, so I guess we'll see how much 1,200 crystals gets us, or 1,500, because we gotta buy some of these. Yeah, we gotta buy some of these anyway, so what is it, a 3-to-1 ratio? Something like that? Or let's do, let's do 1,800 total, right? So we bought 5 of those. So I think that goes to our inbox. Was it 1,800 total? I think. So okay, none of that there's. Well, we're spending 1,800 crystals on. Man, I wish we should really try to do 2,000. No, Comptos doesn't want to give us 2,000. 1,800 crystals on runes. I wanted to do 4,000, but see, we could kind of keep. We're off to a bad start because we can kind of keep that. That's not a. Wait a second. No, we're not gonna keep getting. We're getting 6 stars. Why are we getting only 6 stars now? Okay, there. That's more like it. Count to us. That's more like it. Man, I really wanted to see 4,000 though. 4,000 would have been so much more exciting than 1,800. Whatever. This game loves to torment me, right? Loves to torment me. The only reason we're really keeping those two is because we want to see if it rolls. We're getting some 6 stars though. Usually it's like mostly 5 stars, I feel. We're getting some 6 stars. Did we disclaim this? Please don't do this because this is a bad waste of resources. We already wasted. I guess we could see. That's actually, if we all roll speed, that's usable for it could be usable for a 5-star. Here's the thing. Half of this is just based on if we roll speed or not. For some of these. Like, they're terrible runes if we don't roll speed. But if we roll speed, they're like, maybe passable. So. Kind of. I hate crafting runes because I'm like, why you make me do a judgment call on like if this alt with terrible runes already can use this these runes. So we'll see if we get double or triple speed rolls on those slot 4s for speed. But we happen to go like right out of the gate with 2 of those, which I feel like would excite people a little bit if they're like early game. They're like, oh, I'll take the HP slot 4, slot 6. If we roll speed, that's one thing, right? So I mean some of these are passable, right? Like some of them are passable, but let's see how they roll. Let's do this. Let's see how they roll. Let's see if we get a triple speed roll on here. Most likely we will not, and we'll get a triple flat defense roll, and then we'll sell the rune. Because this is going to be a... Oh, we got an attack roll. Okay. See, that's not bad. See, this unit that we're right on right now, Elucia, this is... If we get 2 speeds, it could be a Lucia rune. Right? If we get 16 speed. Flat defense. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. So, it's... I mean, since it's an alt, I still feel like... Please get another flat defense so I can just sell it. I'm just going to sell it anyway. I'm not going to re-app it. I mean, you could use it. If you're like early game, that could be a usable rune for a Lucia. But the only reason that I would ever keep this is double speed rolls. Max speed rolls. I really wanted to sell this. I really still want to sell this though. Now I'm at this like questionable spot where like this is an alt. I'm like, I know we need some runes for like this because it's an alt, but not like this. Not like this. Okay, good. Definite sell. No question. No question. Let's see if we get speed here. Because this is already it's already 1 away from max. This is kind of like a blue rune actually. It's 3 away from max efficiency on crit damage. Yeah, it's definitely a blue rune now. If it wasn't before. 1 away from max efficiency on speed, 2 away from max efficiency on attack, no innate. So it's yeah, this is a blue rune now. So I mean, early game that would have been lovely, but this rune I think we probably just keep stick it on a twin thing for like Rift Beasts. We could do that, or stick it on something for like Necro because it's got no speed. So yeah, we can keep this actually. Hopefully we at least roll something efficient. And roll like the next roll after this, we get something usable. But you know what we could do? No. Would that work? No. Would that work? Maybe we could do that. I'm thinking we could still do. I'll see. I'll see if we can still do. Let's continue crafting though. Let's continue crafting because that's really what we're here for. We're here for the crafting, not the rolling terrible runes. So, yeah, that's actually what I was hoping for. So that's usable, right? It's not great, but it's usable. Okay, we rolled not great on any of that. Let's continue doing our rune crafting, and let's see if we have some better RNG, which we won't have. We already know we're not going to have better RNG, but there we go. 1,800 crystals, right? Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay. We knew we weren't going to get... This is only, like, we only keep it to see if we roll quad speed roll. But we're not going to get that anyway. And then it's just going to be a sell. As soon as we roll not speed, we're just going to sell it. So, our one opportunity for something good... Yeah, that's not... I'm not going to keep that. One opportunity for something good, and we didn't get anything. Right? So, they limit you to 10 per week. But you don't really get anything out of the 10 in the first place. The 10 purchases of any rune type. So. Yep. 5-star blue flat rune. You can't get much worse than that. I don't think you can get worse than that actually. Fantastic. So we kept did we get any good runes? We got one rune. We got one rune. The slot for crit damage violent rune. That's the one usable rune. Right? I think so. One whole rune. Nope. And we're almost done with our rune crafts. 1,800 crystals. Yeah, 1,800 crystals for one rune. Correct me if I'm wrong. We spent 1,800 crystals on... Oh, no. We will see if this rolls a quad speed. 1,800 crystals for one rune. This is definitely should go on YouTube because we definitely need to show how bad the rune crafting is and how expensive it is for nothing. Is this, why is that there? No, we throw this away. Now we're just, now we're just sorting these runes at this point. No, we're not going to keep that. Ooh, I'll keep that one. Yeah, let's lock that one. Well, we didn't even craft that today. Listen, disclaimer, this is not from today though. This is the passable rune from today. Let's see what we get when it's fully maxed. Do we get speed? Do we get defense? That's what we want. Speed or defense. And it's gonna take 25 hours to upgrade. Yeah. Show me that 25 hours. Bagel, do you just pick random numbers and just say them? Yes. Sometimes it's 9,000, sometimes it's 36, sometimes it's 741. I just pick random numbers and I say them. These are and then after I say them, it's facts. Okay, so that's actually, it's a usable rune, not for G3 RTA, but it's a usable rune. This rune we didn't get today. That says nothing. This is a rune that we got from farming dragons B12. So we're already off to a better start. This is again another Elucia rune though, that we get from farming dragons B12 instead of 1,800 crystals for one mediocre rune. We know that's why we don't do this. That's why we don't do rune crafting. That's why we don't do it. I'm glad this was a good indication of why we should not rune craft. Why we shouldn't buy those symbols for rune crafting. So, kind of also glad that we didn't do 4,000 because it would have just been even more badness. It would have been like 2 runes. We would have got 2 maybe passable runes. We're hoping for a speed. Big surprise. Oh god, this is a blue rune now. Oh my god. I instinctively I want to sell this, but I also know that this is an alt, and I probably should keep this for like a Miyang, for a whatever, for Miyang stuff. Anyway, we got one rune. 1,800 crystals for one rune. This has nothing to do with, we didn't buy this with anything. Just FYI. Just disclaimer, we got a wind sniper, but these were just, we were sitting here because they're sitting here. So, GZ on that wind sniper. I don't think we need anything else, do we? I don't think so. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hopefully, we all learned something today. We already knew all this, though. Most of us already knew all this, that rune crafting is terrible. Or buying those symbols for super easy, super quick, super instant gratification rune crafting to get runes. They're so bad. So bad. 1,800 crystals for one it's not even a good rune. It was a mediocre rune. One mediocre rune. Anyway, that's it for this one. There you go. Come to us. There's your 1,800 crystals. 1,800 crystals. One mediocre rune. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll see you as always in the next one.